ng White Ribbon Movement at ng Interreligious Leaders Council for National Transformation. Ayan. Ngayon naman po, ang isa sa mga sentro ng press conference na rin na ito para ipaliwanag at i-announce yung detalye ng ating parating na mobilisasyon on June 28. Tinatawagan ko po si Bishop Colin Bagaforo. Bishop.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning to everyone. Meron kaming hinanda dito at babasahin ko yung iba sapagkat ang maraming mga explanation tungkol sa grupo natin ngayon na nandito sa harap ninyo ay sinabi na ni Bishop Ephraim Tindero. So, magkakaroon tayo ng isang malakihang rally ngayong June 28, 2026. At ito ay gagawin natin sa People's Power Monument. Pinangungunahan ito ng Inter-Religious Leaders Council for National Transformation. At we emphasize na itong rally na ito is therefore faith-based, no? Faith-generated, and the product of communal discernment by the council, no? Formed through prayer, no? Listening, and shared responsibility before God. Itong rally na ito is meant to remind once again the government that the Filipinos, tayong lahat, deserve a better future. And we believe, no, that a better future can only be achieved through better politics. Politics that serves the people's interests, protects human dignity, and is guided by justice rather than greed. At sinabi nga kanina, this rally will be called by the name the White Ribbon Movement March, or in short, White Ribbon March. June 28, no, magsisimula alas 12, no, hanggang sa hapon. Meron tayong mga programa na inihanda. Magsisimula ang marcha alas 12 and we expected all to be there by around 1:30 or 2 o'clock sa People's Power Monument. Ang moral stand natin is of course, no, yung sinabi na kanina, tatlo, no, anti-corruption, lahat ng sangkot, no, litisin, no, at managot. Lahat ng may tiwali ay dapat ikulong. Pangalawa ay yung ating anti-dynasty law. No? Political dynasty tayo. Anti-political dynasty tayo na dapat ay simulan na, dapat ay ipatupad na ang nakasulat sa konstitusyon tungkol sa political dynasty. At ang pangatlo ay yung tinatawag nating electoral reforms. Baguhin na ang mekanismo at sistema at pagpapalakad ng ating electoral system. The Filipino people, no, do not deserve leadership by those who are corrupt, plunderers, mga magnanakaw, mga sindikato at saka mga murderers, no? When corruption becomes normalized, the nation's moral compass is damaged, and the weak are burdened while the powerful escape accountability. Corruption is not only a crime, it is a betrayal of trust. Alam natin na marami na tayong ginawang mga kilos protesta. Sinimula natin to noong September 21, sinundan noong November 30, at noong February 25. At tinawag natin itong trillion peso march. Ito ang ating gagawin ngayong June 28 White Ribbon March ay pagpapatuloy, a continuation of what we have started na tinawag nating trillion peso march simula noong September 21, 2025. Kaya ngayon, yan ang ating panawagan, no? Para sa lahat. Sana ay magkaisa tayo at muli ipalabas ang ating indignation, yung ating protesta, yung ating sama ng loob, at yung ating panawagan sa buong bayan at sa ating pamahalaan at sa ating mga political leaders sa kasalukuyan. We invite all religious organizations, civil society organizations, non-government organization, educational association, mga farm workers, mga fisher folks, mga laborers natin to join and rally with us. Kasama ang ating mga dasal, walang hintong dasal, na naway pakinggan ang ating mga hinaing at may the hearts of our political leaders, may the hearts of those who are guilty, mga sangkot, mga tiwali, ay magbago at makinig sa boses ng sambayanan at sa boses ng Diyos. We call God in different names, but we all know there is only one God, the source of justice and mercy. As citizens, we do our part. We entrust our country to God. Kaya sama-sama tayo on June 28, 2026, no, sa People's Power Monument, isang malakihang protesta at pagkikilos na naman ang ating gagawin. Lalong-lalo na sa mga recent development ngayon, mga nangyayari ngayon sa Kongreso at yung darating na impeachment trial para sa ating Vice President. At saka higit sa lahat ay dapat ang mga tiwali, ang mga sangkot ay dapat managot na, ikulong na, walang pili mula taas hanggang ibaba. Ano naman itong White Ribbon Movement? Nabanggit na kanina ito ni Bishop Ephraim, no? This is a continuation of the Trillion Peso March. Itong White Ribbon Movement natin. Itong gagawin nating White Ribbon March sa June 28. It's a collective discernment ito ng Interreligious Leaders Council for National Transformation to adopt a better advocacy name, no? White Ribbon. Kasi yung trillion peso march parang sabi nila very parang hindi maganda, sabi ng iba, ano? So parang medyo adaptable at saka medyo magandang pangalan, sabi namin, White Ribbon, because white is inclusive. White is for all people of goodwill, no? White is for honesty, no? Color for people who are God-fearing, and a color for our advocacy for good governance, ano? At saka itong White Ribbon Movement is an open coalition of multi-sectoral groups, no? Many civil societies, mga people's organizations, no? Kaya kasama natin dito ang grupo ng Tama Na, Sanlakas, at saka yung grupo ni Attorney Luke Espiritu, ano? Sama-sama tayo, open tayo, lahat ng may quotation mark, lahat ng merong indignation sa kasalukuyang korupsyon natin, ano? Kasama na rin natin dito ang BCPP, no? Si Attorney Luis Ferrer, Brotherhood of Christian Businessmen and Professionals, ano? Kasama natin sila. Marami nasa listahan namin mamaya, if you babasahin namin yung mga nag-signify na nasa koalisyon natin, umaabot na tayo ng almost like 50 organizations, ano. Kaya muli ang panawagan namin, no, sama-sama tayo muli. Kita-kita tayo muli sa People's Power Monument, June 28, ano, alas 12, alauna, alas 2, alas 3, alas 4, hanggang alas 5, o baka hanggang gabi pa. Gagawa tayo ng mga programa at upang ipahayag natin at isigaw muli, no, yung ating sama ng loob sa mga pagpapatakbo ng ating pamahalaan sa kasalukuyan. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.
Maraming salamat, Bishop Colin. Yan, malinaw na malinaw po ang mga detalye na ibinahagi ni Bishop para sa paparating natin na mobilisasyon sa June 28. At katulad ng nabanggit ni Bishop Colin, para naman po ipahayag at ibahagi sa atin ang unity statement ng White Ribbon Movement at ng Interreligious Council Leaders for National Transformation. Tinatawagan ko po si Father Wilmer Joseph Tria ng CEAP. Father?
So bago po ng Q&A, magbibigay tayong time para sa pagsalita ng lahat ng mga conveners nasa panel dito. Pero before that, gaya ng sinabi po ni Bishop Colin Bagaforo, ito pong kilos protesta ay bunga ng pagdarasal, ng pagnilay-nilay, at kaya nagkaroon sila ng unity statement. So babasahin ko po sa inyo. We, the conveners of the Interreligious Leaders Council for National Transformation, or IRLCNT, together with faith-based communities, civic organizations, professionals, educators, retirees, youth leaders, workers, advocates, and concerned citizens from all walks of life hereby unite as the White Ribbon Movement. Grounded in our shared love of God and country, we rise above partisan politics, personalities, religious differences, social status, and self-interest. We stand together in defense of human dignity, truth, justice, and the common good. We reject corruption, abuse of power, political dynasties, electoral manipulation, misinformation, injustice, and all forms of division that undermine our institutions and rob our people of hope and a better future. Today, as always, we declare with one clear and united voice, enough of corruption, enough of division, enough of impunity. The Filipino people deserve honest and competent leadership, accountable governance, and a nation built on truth, justice, compassion, and genuine unity. The White Ribbon Movement is a peaceful, constitutional, non-partisan, God-centered, and a people-empowered movement. It seeks to awaken moral courage, responsible citizenship, and collective action for the moral and spiritual renewal of our beloved nation. Our common commitments. We commit ourselves to uphold and protect the dignity of every human person along with civil liberties and fundamental rights. Promote transparency, accountability, and integrity in public service. Defend truth and ethical leadership in governance and in all spheres of public life. Foster active citizenship, authentic patriotism, and servant leadership. Advance meaningful electoral, political, and social reforms that strengthen our democratic institutions, safeguard national sovereignty, and secure a better future for generations to come. Build reconciliation, solidarity, and unity among Filipinos across political, religious, and social divides. We believe that genuine change begins when ordinary citizens choose courage over silence, truth over convenience, and service over self-interest. Nation building is not the work of a few, but the shared responsibility of every Filipino. The white ribbon is our symbol, a sign of conscience, purity, peace, integrity, and moral courage. It represents a growing multitude of Filipinos who refuse to remain silent and are determined to stand together for what is right. We call upon all Filipinos, workers, professionals, farmers, laborers, religious leaders and educators, retired military and uniformed personnel, youth and students, entrepreneurs, business leaders, civic organizations, community advocates, and our fellow Filipinos overseas. Let us come together. Let us build a nation firmly anchored on integrity, patriotism, discipline, empathy, justice, and responsible citizenship. Our unity is our strength. Our silence will not heal our nation. The time to act is now. Together, let us pursue national transformation not only during elections, but every single day through faithful service, active participation, and courageous moral leadership. For God, for country, for the Filipino people.
Maraming salamat, Father Wilmer. As mentioned by him, we will, at this point, we will call on representative po of each members of the White Ribbon Movement para magbahagi naman ng kanilang mga paghahanda para sa at ng kanilang mga pagtingin at ng kanilang mga panawagan para sa paparating na ating kilos protesta sa June 28. Simulan na po ni Bishop Joseph.
Thank you, Bishop. I'm here representing the National Council of Churches in the Philippines. Bagamat ang nakasulat dito ay General Secretary of the United Church of Christ in the Philippines. Corruption in our country is not merely the issue of public funds. It is a manifestation of patronage politics, poor governance, and a system that is serving the interests of the powerful over the needs of the people. Corruption is not merely a failure of governance. It is a moral and spiritual issue that violates God's intention for justice, stewardship, and abundant life for all. Our commitment to end corruption is actually a struggle for life, dignity, and common good. We are united in Christian witness to seek a society where truth prevails over deception, accountability over impunity, and service over self-interest. The National Council of Churches in the Philippines has consistently taken stand against corruption. We reiterate our continuing call for a genuine accountability that dismantles pork barrel system, halts anomalous budget insertion, ends culture of kickbacks, and ensures that those who steal from the people are investigated, prosecuted, and held accountable under the law. We urge the Filipino people to sustain the demand for truth and justice and to intensify and expand their demand through organized, peaceful, and collective action. The NCCP affirms all democratic and people-centered pathways that enable Filipinos to participate meaningfully in holding those in power accountable. In our search for credible and lasting solutions, we must seek a genuinely people-led process, opening the way for transparent reforms and confront corruptions of its roots. Such change will not happen overnight. Persistent public pressures, grassroots organizing, movement building, prayers, and enforced and vigilant citizenry committed, or informed and vigilant citizenry committed to transforming our institutions are needed. We must address the structures and perpetuate corruptions, including the continued dominance of political dynasties. We welcome all sectors of our society to join us in a united stand, one that respects our diversity, transcends partisan interests, and places at its center the urgent needs of the poor and marginalized who continue to suffer from underdevelopment, inadequate public services, and systematic neglect because of corruption. And we call upon our churches and our people of faith, let us pray, let us reflect, and let us act. We enjoin our churches to earnestly pray for our nation, to nurture moral courage among our people, and to actively engage in the work of transformation. Let our prayers unfold in faithful action. So we remain steadfast in hope, trusting God's continuing work through people and communities committed to righteousness. For God's vision is not a society where only a few prosper, but a community where all will experience life in its fullness. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Bishop. Tawagin ko naman po si Imam Umar si Imam Nagib Taher po.
Maraming salamat po. At actually, I'm not prepared like what our bishop here in my right side, who is prepared in his speech. Pumunta ko dito at wala akong handang ipapresenta sa inyo. Everything is in my mind. Yes, I am going to tell what is important in our life today. Sapagkat ang nakikita ko po sa panahon ngayon, because I'm now a senior citizen, I am already 65 years old. And alam ko na yung mga nangyari nung mga nakaraang panahon. Hindi naman gaano kalayo sa atin eh. Yung nangyari na patayan, nakawan, corruption, dapat natutunan natin yun. We must learn from our past. Sapagkat our reference, if we do not learn from our past, we cannot reach to the what is our future. Future natin, future ng ating mga anak, future nating bansa. Sapagkat alam niyo, nung nangyari yung unang revolution dito po sa ating bansa, ang bilang ng mga Pilipino maybe more or less 50 million. And now it was multiple times, maybe more than 100 million Filipinos. Bakit mas malakas yung mas maliit na bilang ng Pilipino kaysa sa ngayon na ang dami natin? Ang daming mga Pilipino ngayon, subalit ang karamihan ay natutulog. Hindi sinusuportahan ang tama. So ang kailangan po natin ay gumising tayo sa katotohanan. We learn from our past and we will put it in implement it what is in need of today. Sapagkat yan po ang kailangan po natin ngayon. Kailangan gumising po tayo. Sapagkat araw-gabi nakikita natin ang nangyayari sa ating bansa. Na parabagang tayo ay wala tayong pakialam kung ano ang ginagawa sa atin. Niyurakan na ating pagkatao, niyurakan na ating karapatan, ang ating demokrasya, halos wala na. Ito ay pinaglaruan lamang ng mga taong mayroong tinatawag na self-interest. Oh. Alam niyo, I learned from our past. There is a one person who sacrificed his life. Ayoko lang sana sa banggitin ito but this is more beneficial in our time today. A man, his name is Ninoy Aquino. I met him in Jeddah in year 1982. I was there. I was a student from the university when he visited in Saudi Arabia. So one of his words that I learned when he said that I am burning the candle of my life in the dark with no one to benefit from the light. You see? Siguro malinaw po sa atin yung sinabi ni Ninoy Aquino na ibinuwis po niya yung kanyang buhay para makamtan natin ang katarungan. Although we, the Muslims in the South, we are belongs to the minority. But remember that when we panag-ipon po natin ang minority, magiging majority. Yan. Huwag po natin isipin na yung majority, sila lang majority, no. Mas marami siguro kapag magsama-sama yung mga minority. So magiging majority po tayo, katulad nung nangyari noong nakaraang panahon. In our Islamic point of view, we still remain in our stance, our principle of Islamic, Islamic principle of being non-partisan. Wala po kaming kinikilingan, wala po kaming pinapanigan, sapagkat wala po naman tayong na papatunayan. Although mayroon tayong sasaksiyan na nag-umpungan malaking bato. Subalit, lahat ay nagsasabi na they're claiming that they're in the side of the truth. Saan ba tayo papanig? In Islam po, ang pinaglalaban po namin ay ang pairalin ang katotohanan, makamtan ang katarungan, magkaroon ng paggalang sa isa't isa, lalo-lalo na po sa pagtupad natin sa pamamalakad natin upang tayo ay maging ikang alagad o ikang what do you call this, tayo ang public servant, sapagkat ito pong mga opisyal na nakikita natin araw-araw sa social media, sa television, sila ay nanumpa. Ang pinanumpa po nila noong sila ay nahalal ay magserbisyo po sila. Hindi po sila ang pagsiserbisyuhan. Ngayon, nagkabaliktad. Sa halip na sila ay magserbisyo, sila ngayon ang pinagsiserbisyuhan. So siguro, in my stance of the truth, as a Muslim scholar who is empowering of or giving the power of what do you call this, Islamic knowledge or religious appear, ako po ay nananawagan or representing the Imam Council of the Philippines sa lahat ng imam po dito sa ating bansa, sa buong Pilipinas. Kailangan po natin na gumising sa katotohanan. Ipaglaban natin kung ano ang tama, ipaglaban natin ang karapatan ng mga taong inaapi, ipaglaban natin ang mga pairalin natin ang demokrasya at panatilihin natin ang kaayusan, katahimikan sa ating bansa. Yan po ang panawagan ng mga Muslim at sana po sana po, kung tayo ay matapang noong mga nakaraan panahon, dapat mas matapang po tayo ngayon. So inshallah, we are going to be to join one another in the June 28 para po sama-sama po tayo itupad po natin kung ano ang nararapat. Hanggang
Ayan.